Welcome to the class of 2020 graduation ceremony. As I just said, we are not in the confines of the shrine. The setting is unique. So are you, class of 2020. Although your path has diverged from others, this moment, on this field, bonds that you've created with each other as members of this class. We thank you for all that you've given to SJC, and it is my hope that you are exceedingly proud of all that you have accomplished. It is also my privilege and honor to be with you here today. You are actually the first class that I've had the good fortune to watch as principal enter as youthful 9th grade learners and leave as eager servants ready for anything that comes your way. And at this time, we will begin the ceremony in prayer. Let us pause and remember that we are in the holy presence of God. Good and gracious God, through your gifts and the challenges in our lives, you teach us patience, humility, compassion, and servitude. Lift these graduates to new heights as they begin the next chapter of their journey. Help to keep them safe and healthy, ever beacons of justice and generosity. Keep their eyes open so that they can always see that they are the shining light of truth and love in this world. We know that they will go forth to do your will and serve your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. And at this time, I would like to read your class mission statement, which was composed and adopted in the spring of your freshman year. We are the St. John's College High School class of 2020, a Catholic and LaSallian community. We are unique individuals, but we are learning and developing our skills together in God's holy presence. We enthusiastically prepare to do our very best every day. Embracing our diversity, we are open and accepting to all. As a community, we strive towards bettering ourselves as well as helping each other in both our academics and our spiritual lives. St. John's College High School's identity is rooted in the LaSallian tradition of meeting the needs of the modern student. The school is more than just a bridge to college. It is a diverse community that allows every student to succeed in any facet they choose. The teachers at St. John's help transcend mediocrity by putting their students before themselves. St. John's teaches us to discover who we are while guiding us toward the path God has paved for us. We hope to develop into successful people in our time at St. John's. We will build strong relationships with friends, family, and God. We will forever be a part of the St. John's community as alumni. We will become a family that is bound together by unique and long-lasting relationships. These relationships and experiences will guide us throughout our lives. Live Jesus in our hearts. As I said this morning, you will receive your diplomas, and we will honor several members of your class with special awards. At this time, would the members of the class of 2020 please stand? And I would like to invite President Macabelli to the stage. Please stand. I have the honor to present for their diplomas those candidates whose names appear in the official commencement program under the class of 2020, and I confirm that those receiving diplomas have satisfactorily completed the required courses of study at St. John's College High School and have faithfully complied with the customs and disciplines of this institution.
By the authority vested in me by the District of Columbia and the Board of Trustees of St. John's College High School, I confer on those members of the class of 2020 who have successfully completed the prescribed course of studies the official diploma of St. John's College High School.
Please be seated. As I said, for the conferral of diplomas, you will walk all the way around and wait here until I call your name. Come up to the stage, proceed to the seal for a photograph, look to the back of the space, and then return to your seat. So would the first row please stand? Victor Aldridge.
Congratulations, Victor.
Alejandra Almeida. George Alvarez. C2 Coralie Omega. Samuel Angevine. Sydney Antonucci. The next row, please stand and process around. Jaden Bayou. Deborah Barahona. Kaylee Beckham. Matthew Bonato. And Christopher Buchholz. The next row can stand and move around the tent. Andrew Borges. Raymond Briscuso. Isabella Bristol. Jane Brock. Tyler Brooks. And Teresa Brownholtz. The next row can stand and move around the tent. Perpetua Bouedou. Mary Catherine Canary. Erica Carmody. Robert Carr. Caitlin Carter. And Aiden Cassidy. Now you can go. Anna Ceballos. Emma Caramonte. Daniel Cohen. Thomas Cohen. And Hunter Cooper. And the last two rows can actually stand. Trent, you can join them. Go ahead, Khalees. Khalees Corley. David Delgadillo Perez. Aiden Dempsey. Hannah Sly. And Trenton Stewart. Congratulations, class of 2020. And as you officially now enter the world as alumni of SJC, it is my pleasure to announce that two of your classmates have been selected to represent you as alumni fellows, and they will assist in keeping you connected with St. John's while you are in college. Neither is here for this ceremony, but the fellows for the class of 2020 are Kennedy Sanders and James Rogan. President Makabelli, at this time, I am pleased to present you the following distinguished graduates who are to receive honors and special awards. Only the awardees who are present during this ceremony will be called. To receive your award, please come up to the table in the most direct way that you can to pick up your plaque. And you're going to and then follow up to the stage and take a picture as you did with your diploma. The first award we have is the Citizenship Award. The Citizenship Award is presented to the student who best exemplifies the qualities of citizenship, responsibility, loyalty to the school, leadership, and patriotism. For possessing all of these qualities and for her passion for the school, the 2020 Citizenship Award is presented to Sydney Antonucci. The next award we have is for excellence in Spanish, and that award is presented to Erica Carmody. And the final award for this group is the Archbishop's Award, which is presented to the student who, in the judgment of the faculty and administration, best exemplifies a commitment to values rooted in Catholic tradition by fidelity and a sense of service at home, in school, and in their parish. The 2020 Archbishop's Award is presented to Matthew Bonato. This concludes the conferral of diplomas and awards, and at this time, I invite Mr. Macabelli to offer concluding remarks.
Good morning. I'm so glad that we're able to come together and to be able to see students on this campus again. Members of the class of 2020, let me be the first to congratulate academic awards, athletic, and academic scholarships. It is true that the ending of this year looks and feels different than any other year. However, I am convinced that what will come to distinguish this year and all of you is not the effects of a pandemic, but your adaptability, your empathy, patience, self-sacrifice, your stronger ability to tackle your fears, and an even deeper faith life. We are all extremely proud of each of you. The other day, I overheard a conversation by my two oldest children, Nick, St. John's class of 2017, and Lexi, class of 2019, and it went something like this. Lexi said, "Yes, I get it. But who was the second person to walk on the moon?" Nick responded, "Who cares? Neil Armstrong was the first." And Lexi was like, "But that's my point. Everybody remembers those who are first." They were talking about what it means to be first, and they were talking about all of you, the class of 2020. So why would they be talking about you? To be honest, from that moment in April, when I recorded a video message promising a graduation, you have been the part of many family discussions at the dinner table. I have thought about each of you in this day, every moment for the last 4 months. So what did they mean? They were talking about how everyone is going to remember the class of 2020 because you've been first in so many things, and many of them not by your choosing. Marketing executives tell us the best way to be remembered is to be first. Psychologists say people crave being first because it's part of their identity and part of their ego. And I recently read in Psychology Today magazine that firsts are emotionally charged, stressful, anxiety-provoking, and worrisome. However, they challenge us to stretch ourselves, to develop a deeper sense of self, and to grow from the experience. Let me repeat that. Firsts challenge us to stretch ourselves, to develop a better sense of self, and to grow from the experience. When I read this description, I thought about all of you and what you have experienced. I start with the obvious firsts. Today's graduation. The Christian Brothers opened this campus in 1959, and since that time, you are the first class to physically graduate on this campus. As you know, we have constructed a bell tower in your honor. Since the establishment of St. John's in 1851, 169 years ago, no class has been recognized in such a fashion. These firsts are easy to see because they're tangible and concrete. But how did you stretch yourselves, develop a better sense of self, and grow from this experience? As a class and as individuals, you were forced to stretch in the moment. There was no time to reflect or prepare, and your choices were limited if you were given them at all. This was most evident as you embraced a monumental shift in the educational landscape and moved to virtual classrooms in days, not months and not years. And to be exact, it took you 3 days. As seniors, you navigated uncharted waters while maintaining your academic excellence and staying connected, courage, and faith. There may be no other time in your lives when you are given the opportunity to look inward and focus on what is most important in your life. How did your perspectives change in the following areas? When you think about God and your faith, did you wonder where God was in all of this? But then come to a deep realization that his ever-present love is with us and given to each one of us. When you think about family, did love teach you to be more patient with your siblings? And yes, even your parents during these times. When you think about your friendships, did you learn that most important about your friendships as they are essential components in your life, and in particular during difficult times like what we have witnessed? When you think about your health, did you fear the well-being of yourself or your family members and recognize never to take good health for granted? And lastly, when you think about your responsibility to others, did you come to appreciate the true meaning of community, seeing that the world is incomplete unless we each do our part? My hope is that you will take the lessons you have learned from this time of reflection and use it. Use it to ground yourself and determine your priorities as you step forward from this campus today. I firmly believe that the LaSallian education you have received has prepared you well for the challenges that you will face because it provided you with a moral compass. Tough moral choices will have to be made, and you will be equipped to take action for justice. We, the faculty and staff, remember when you arrived in August of 2016, we were so excited for what you were bringing to us, and you far exceeded our expectations. As a class and individuals, you should be very proud of each of your accomplishments. And to quote your valedictorian, through these instances, we have proven that the St. John's community is much stronger and our roots much deeper than a collection of students, faculty, and administrators confined to a school building. We are a community whose bonds defy physical boundaries and whose love endures the darkest of circumstances. When the unthinkable happens, the St. John's community perseveres. Those words express how I feel about all of you and this remarkable community that we call home. Before we conclude, we recognize that our celebration today is also a thanksgiving for the many gifts God has bestowed on you, and one of the greatest gifts you have received is your parents, who have sacrificed much to bring you to this day. I'd like to take this opportunity for you to thank your parents who are watching this joyous occasion either here on campus or at home. But I need your help. The live streaming camera is in the back. I need you to turn around, and on the count of 3, I'd like us to yell thank you to your parents. Will you work with me on that one? Everyone turn around. Live stream ready. Up there in the middle. 1, 2, 3. Really? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Congratulations. Class of 2020. I say this every graduation that you will be missed and not forgotten. But truly, thinking of everything that you have gone through as a class, all those firsts, good and bad, you truly will not be forgotten. We want to wish you all the best as you move forward from this place. And remember that God blesses each one of you. So as we conclude, St. John Baptist de La Salle, live Jesus in our hearts. I now have the opportunity to invite you as members of the class of 2020 to go forth to the memorial bell that has been constructed. You are each invited to ring the bell as being the first group prior to heading to your cars. So we're going to dismiss you by rows, and our ushers will escort you over there. We wish you well, good luck in your colleges, and thank you for all you've given to our school. Sydney, I'd ask you to lead out the first row. Did you get the